Hello there and welcome back. We've got a brand new supplier to share with you during this hour. So it's myself and my buddy Yanis, who is miles away from me at the moment, just prepping, getting himself ready to tell you a little bit more about this brand new company that we've got. But we've got a company called Crafty Bob. Now this is something a little bit different that we're bringing to you during this hour, because the details on your screen are going to give you the ability for you to download loads and loads of card kits. Beauty is, because it's a download, it is instantly available to you. So if you're placing your order during this hour, you will instantly be able to go into your My Account section of the Hochanda website, and you will find there will be an email there and a code ready for you to download these. Now you are going to get 42 download kits, and they are all sorts of different themes. You've got a bit of romance, you've got some male themed ones, you've got all sorts of things that are perfect for Father's Day, things that are perfect for newborn babies, even Christmas elements in here. And these are all sheets. Oh, that one's your Father's Day. It's my little sticky notelet. And these are all available for you to download. Now, it's not just download and print once. These are going to go into your crafty stash, so you can access these at any time. You can print as many times as you want to, and you can actually make and sell the cards that you have created. So instantly, if you were selling the cards that you've downloaded with those 42 kits and you were charging just £1 a card, instantly you can see how quickly this download is going to pay for itself. So there's lots and lots of different themes, a little bit of humour in here, and they're all being created by the fabulous designer Gillian Hutchinson. Now you're not going to find these anywhere on the high street at all. It is an exclusive deal that you have with us here at Hochanda, and the details are there on your screen. I'm going to take you straight into a demonstration featuring some of the pages that you're going to get within that download. Now the item details on your screen there, 891601, for just £24.99 you will get the download. This is just a little insight into what you could be printing off and crafting with. You can see all the different areas. You've got 10 different kind of sections, variety of different cards that you are going to be able to create, but the beauty is you can create them over and over again, and that is the key thing with these. So if you're perhaps new into crafting, or perhaps it's a case of that you find that you're exhausting your craft supplies, then this is the perfect way for you to work with these. Now I'm going to be working with these fabulous little adorable owls, as you can see here. This is one of those sheets you could be printing off. So instantly you can see you've got a square there, which could be the inside of a card if you wanted to. Hope your day is as beautiful as you. It could be that you're using it on the front of your card. Alongside that, part of the kit is a blank version. So you might have something that you're wanting to stamp there, or cut out an overture, a little oval, an overture I nearly said, cut out an overture, cut out an oval, put a photograph behind there. But what I have done is I've actually cut out some of the kind of card base elements that we're going to build up on. Works out at, what did you say there, Emily? 60p per kit. Now within each of those kits you're going to be able to make multiple cards, so please don't think it's 60p per card. You're going to be able to do loads with these. Now this particular one that I have printed off, it comes to you already in what could be the front of a card. Oh, look at that. It's a square. Cut that out, you can pop that quite easily onto a scored and folded card, and away you go. But what you do actually get is additional elements that you can work with. So again, I could take that, a little bit of mirror card behind there, base card behind there, add a little sentiment, and you've got a whole choice of different sentiments, and there you go, card created quickly, very quickly and very easily. But then you've got additional elements. So what I've done is I've printed off the pieces that we've got, but then I've got some of those pieces to build it into a card. Don't want quick and easy on this particular occasion. I'm wanting to build and craft with this. So we've got our base to start with, so I'm just going to take some double-sided tape. Now I have got some double-sided tape and some little kind of sticky dots and foam tape and bits and pieces. I don't know where they've appeared from. The adhesive fairy has been, so I don't know whether they're on the show or whether they are a 7-day saver, but they're on my desk, so they're mine. A little bit of double-sided tape going on the back here, and all I'm going to do is literally pop this down on my mirror card here, and then we're building up our card as we go, like so. I think that's pretty much straight, more or less. That'll do. Then the additional tiles that we've got here, so again you can see these are all exactly the same as the artwork that we've got on the card. So a little bit of foam tape on the back there, and I'm just going to put those down on top of those little tiles that we've got. So you can see here, using minimal craft tools, so perfect if you are new to crafting, if you're building up your stash, if you don't have all of those elements available to you yet, just a little bit of adhesive and some base card, and away you go with these. the scope that you've got from these, phenomenal. And as I say, so many different occasions. The little hearts. I mean, here, if you were to go out and buy a card, or if you're selling your cards as well, I mean, this is a key thing. £5. Absolutely, no, yeah, easily, yeah. Easily a £5 to buy a card like this. I'm just doing card fronts at the moment because I hadn't got any card bases with me when I came in. So there we go. There you go. Again, you could stop there if you wanted to. Quite a cute little card, but I'm going to keep going because within this craft kit, it actually gives you the ability to do a little bit of decoupage as well. Now, if you're new to crafting, you might not have come across decoupage, so let me explain. Decoupage. Oh, pop my teeth back in again. Decoupage. So a little bit of a French accent there. It's where you've got your multi-layers with regards to these. So each time on your printed sheet, and let me bring another sheet in just to show you, for instance, on this one here. So you've got your main piece, your main element, which is going to be your main focal point. That's your card base. And then you've got these additional elements that you can cut out. And you'll notice that each of these elements is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. The idea being is it's almost like you're layering up from the back to the front. So on this particular occasion, those hearts there have been cut away from the main image. So that's going to layer that up. That's going to give that a little bit more depth. Then I've got another heart, which again, I can layer up again. So this is where you're kind of making the card a little bit more interesting without it kind of being outside the realms of possibilities of crafting if you're a new crafter. You don't have to have a lot of knowledge. The little owls themselves, very cute. Mrs. Owl and Mr. Owl with the wow factor, as in owl, the wowls. There we go, little decapitated. I've lost the rest of his body. Where's his body gone? It was there. Have I put him underneath that one? It was all laid out, all organised. Oh, I don't know where it's gone. Not to worry. We'll put that down. At least he's got his head. It would have been a bit odd if you hadn't. I'll probably find the bits in a bit. Curve if you're wanting to add a little bit of three-dimensional glue if you prefer. Pop that on. You could even kind of play around with the angle if you wanted to change the angle. And there is another layer with a little bow tie, but it's a little tiny bow tie, so that's kind of disappeared somewhere. The sentiment, again, that is included because you've got all sorts of different sentiments. So again there, you've got all those different elements. Again, trim those round. As you can see, there's a little bit of silver card again to go behind there. Before I stick that in place though, I've been busy with my die cutting machine. I've got a couple of little elements here that I'm going to pop behind. Now these are beautiful. The print quality that you've got from these are going to be cards that you keep, aren't you? Potentially going to be putting them into little picture frames and keeping them forever. There we go, and pop that to the back there. Trim that down. Again, a little bit of three-dimensional glue. Again, going on the side there. So you can kind of enhance these designs if you wanted to, using things that you've got in crafts. And then I'm going to pop that down in the centre there. But of course, that is me finished with my card front, but you could be adding to the inside of that. You've got an additional little element that could quite easily go on the inside of your card there, and all you need is a card base, and away you go. And that's just literally taking tiny elements from those kits. But of course, when you start adding your own bits and pieces, as the design team have been doing, then you have got lots more that you could do with these. Now, of course, you might be thinking to yourself, hang on a minute, who is this Crafty Bob that you speak of? Well, I've just found my bow tie. Well, Crafty Bob has been busy. He's done a little video for us, and let me introduce you to Crafty Bob.
Hello everybody and welcome to Warrington. We are here at Crafts You Print HQ card making with Crafty Bob. Hi Crafty Bob, what are you making? A boy's card, I might have guessed. Let's have a look, Crafty Bob. Can you show it to the camera? Wow. That looks stunning. You've made a great job. I love the way you used real string for the shoelaces, and what a lovely card for a teenager. Teenagers love taking selfies on their mobile phones, so they're going to love this card. Thanks, Crafty Bob. What are you saying, Bob? You want to send everyone a virtual hug to make them feel better? Go on then, Bob, send everyone a hug. Now it's back over to Hochanda to see some more amazing cards. Keep safe, everyone, and keep crafting. Bye!
Come on, bring it in here, Bob. So we are introducing a brand new company to you, Crafty Bob. Look, what I do need to say to you is you are getting 42 kits. So you've got so many opportunities to make cards, and these are your statement cards. Have a look at this. So this is just one of the themes that you're getting, one of the collections. Now you're getting 10 themes in total going through. Do you know anyone who might appreciate a card like this? Or how about a card like that? So that's just one of the themes. If I pop that down, I'm going to show you, as Hayley was demonstrating, now you're able to print off right now. If you do purchase this, you're going to get a unique code that you can use. So it goes into your account, but effectively you just download straight away. So what you will do is get all of these papers that you can do, and you can print off as many times as you like. You can print and make to sell as well. So you're getting all of these sheets, these elements. Say this is just the one theme that I've shown you coming through. Do you know it works out at 60 pence per kit? 60 pence per kit. So incredible value for money. I mean, what would you get for 60 pence these days? If I just pop this down, it's designed by Gillian Hutchinson. Now she's been crafting and designing for Crafty Print for 8 years. These are exclusive. Everything you're seeing right now is exclusive to Hochanda. If you do go for this bundle for £24.99, you can see all of these cards you can be making. And you can make them as many times as you like going through. And it's pretty much, as we've been looking through this, the whole team have been saying, you've effectively covered nearly every occasion coming through. Oh, that's nice with the unicorn. Isn't that nice? So, I mean, you've got an awful lot to play around with. I will show you some other of the inspirations because they're definitely worth seeing. But effectively what we're getting here, and something else actually Hayley was saying to me, and this is a really good point, because it's a download, and I know we're all being very careful and trying to be responsible at the moment, it means you're getting something no one's touched. So it's just another safety value to it. Let me just have a little look at some of the inspirations that you could be making. Look at this. Now, oh, it's the wrong way, sorry. There we go. Oh, it's a boy. I have to say, some of the team saw this. I think they were getting a little bit broody. There we go. Oh, there we go. That's one Emily over. Oh, how about that? Very sweet. So you kind of get an impression of the cards. These are special, special cards. Let me pop those down. There is a cutie warning coming up. Please prepare yourself. Look at this. Isn't it cute? He's got a little bow tie. She's got a hat. Oh. Or how about this? That is a nice card. And obviously then you can embellish further with anything from your stash. But you are getting an awful lot. Let me pop those down. How about this one? Actually, that's a really good point that Emily, producer, just said. These are the cards. Does anyone else do this? I'm going to look at Hayley. Does anyone else do this? Do you put cards, you know the cards that you really like, at the front of your mantelpiece? Do you do that, Hayley? Yeah, Hayley's like, yeah. Yeah, so like, I mean, a card like this, that's going on the front. Look at this. But do you see how, let me pop these down. Everything that I'm showing you right now, you are getting 42 kits, and it's an endless supply because you've got the download, you can print it off whenever you want. So let's just say you want to make something for the little ones. This is not, and it's the finishing touches too. Let me whip that around. That is a beautiful, beautiful card. Or maybe you want to make something like this. My little nephew and niece would absolutely love that. Or how about something like that? I mean, you're getting so much for your money. So carry on coming down. I love the fact the team are picking favourites. Charlotte, our producer, she said this was her favourite. She just literally was just popping by. Actually, I can see you wearing those. Okay, let me move on down. We've got more. So now we're going through the different occasions. We are getting busy for this. We really should be getting busy because think about how much. Now, you've got a kit and you can make this as many times as you like, 60 pence per kit. When you consider for £24.99, all of these cards you can make time and time again. You can resize the images, I would imagine, as well. So let's say you don't want to do it on a big card, you want to do a little one. So Christmas cards, done. Beautiful. As we progress down, we've got, this was actually the card that Hayley was just showing you. So that's it. made up. I mean, that is a really nice card. Or, okay, this is another nice one. That's cute. 2 hearts tweeting as one. Oh, I think that's sweet. Or how about something like this? You've got your, now that's nice. For Valentine's Day comes around. Okay, as we're coming down, this is another really nice one. Look at that. Come on. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, that, for Mother's Day card, I think you've got yourself covered. I think this is really nice too. This is kind of like for a trendy mum. You can put a bit of glitter in there if you wanted. Or could you imagine giving that to someone special? It's upside down, sorry. Give them to them right way around. Apologies, there we go. Love the colours though. Look at the quality that you're getting, the design. I've got a lot of time for Crafty Bob because Hayley and myself, or Hayley has been doing a lot of chatting to them obviously as a new company, and she kind of relayed all the information onto me. And here's the thing, Crafty Bob is saying you will never find, and they're so right, because there's nothing more frustrating when you see something on TV and then you see it's cheaper elsewhere online. That will never happen. And here with Crafty Bob, the price you're seeing is the best price you'll get for this kit. $24.99. Now normally the kit would be $49.99. We have had a lot of emails. We've got, did I say, Denise loves Crafty Bob, and saying very easy to use, which it is. Got a little bit of a challenge for you. This is, all right, this is probably the biggest challenge we've ever set at Hochanda. I want to see if someone, because we are busy for these kits, I want to see if someone can rise up to the challenge. Once you purchase the kit, you've got those downloads straight away. Could somebody make a card by the end of the show, send us a picture, and you will have pride of place. We will show it to the nation. So that is your challenge. Now, Francis wants to know what printer paper has been used. Francis, the sheets I've been holding up, they are a glossy printer paper. You don't need to use a glossy printer paper, but the ones that I'm showing you here, they are, and I think they really do it justice. So there we go, and that's just one of the sheets. As we carry on down, I've just got a few more cards to show you. Not too many, but it's worth seeing. How about that? Oh, that's lovely. You see how all the designs are so unique. Gillian is an incredible designer, and you really see that. It comes through all the cards, and I'm not surprised we are busy. Loving that. And let me pop this down. We've got one more to show you. There you go. Apologies, lean over. Oh, this is nice. So anyone you know that likes their cars, yeah, we've got ourselves covered. Or, oh, that's nice. Bit of a biker dad. Do you know someone who's a biker dad? Or, this is my dad. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Lovely. Okay, so 42 kits. Everything that you're seeing here. And can I say, I know we've got some fantastic cards at the front. There's so many more behind as well. All of these kits, all of these cards could be yours, $24.99. They are exclusive. The designs are exclusive to Hochanda and Crafts You Print by Gillian. They're incredible. And I know that Hayley's got some more demonstrations for you. Let's jump onto the website and have a little look. So lots more to find on our website. We've got our 7-day savers, which are proving popular. So do have a little look at the 7-day savers, and you can see there on the 7-day savers, lots to pop into your basket. Here's Hayley.
There's loads on there. Oh, you're over here, aren't you? Sorry, looking at the wrong one, looking at the wrong numbers. It's usually that one, but it's not that one, it's this one. Anyway, what amazing cards. Now, what Rhiannon showed you there was just a little snapshot of some of those elements that you are going to be able to create. There's absolutely loads that you can do with these. And of course, it depends what you're printing on. Obviously, on this occasion, glossy cardstock, but what about taking some of these things, putting them onto your different mediums? Some of the elements, if you take them into a graphics program, I'm sure you can resize, perhaps take out certain little elements and maybe turn them into a show earlier in the week. We had, oh, it's on Sunday, I think it was, decals, where you can actually print onto a decal sheet that can then go onto things like mugs and fabrics and all sorts of different mediums. So there's a lot you can do with a digital download. So do check it out. No, we're busy for these ones. I've gone down the kind of Father's Day route with this particular one. Yeah, well, it's actually, I think it's going to be a birthday card with the sentiment, but there's a lot of sentiments that I could have chosen. And what I've done is I'm just, again, just making it nice and simple, just taking one of those images. The beautiful quality that you've got with this artwork is amazing. Obviously, if you've got an inkjet or you've got a laser printer, then yeah, you can print these off to your heart's content. And of course, don't forget, if you wanted to do like a monochrome version of this, you could print out in black and white. And some of them do lend themselves very much to that black and white look as well. So just going to do a little bit of matte laying. I've picked this card. There's some card on the counter. I don't know what it relates to. I think we might have we got a happy hour coming up a little bit later on. 7 o'clock tonight. I've pinched a bit of the card stock, so yeah, do have a little look. One of the 7-day savers as well, we've got some fabulous card bases that you could be using. So 7 o'clock this evening, then you could be getting hold of this teal card stock. Oh, it's another Crafty Bob show. Ah, okay, so yeah, check that out later on. So you could add that into your basket. I don't know what price it is, I don't know any of the details, but I know there's one sheet left on the counter because I took it. Have we got it on the show? Not this show, a bit later on then. Okay, so jump ahead on the website, you'll be able to find it. So a little bit of double-sided tape, loads of tape and adhesive. You'll find all of those on the website again. And again, all I'm doing is just finger lift tape, matting and layering, a little bit of cardstock, and then away you go. Bottom of the screen, you've got the details of the vellum that are featuring as one of your 7-day savers as well. They're printed vellums as well, and they're definitely worth considering because they're always useful to add in. Now, before I actually, I was going to stick that down, and I forgot to put my little corners behind there. So let me pop this back on. Now, Louisa has been in touch. She always buys from Crafty Bob, and she's been crafting. She sent us a picture of one of her fabulous cards that she's created. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, isn't that pretty? It's like a watercolour effect with that one. It's a really good idea there. Think outside the box with these, and that's a good bit of advice because, of course, you might print these off and you'll see a craft kit for a particular card. But, of course, the thing is you can play around with those, can't you, and turn them into something different if you're wanting to. So I'm just making sure that I'm fitting what I've got here is going to fit onto the card base. So I think it's going to sit about so, like so. There we go. So all I've got is I've just got a die-cut little medallion that I've got from my stash at home, and I'm just kind of positioning those in the corner just because I haven't got any fine detail glue, so I don't want to stick them down right like so. Oh, actually I haven't taken that far enough out, have I? Let's just tight there. Now, apparently, should we have a look at that now? Do you want to have a look at that now? Just heard that we've actually had some details come through of how you actually download these, because just in case it's something that's a little bit alien to you. So once you've placed your order, you will get this appear, or something very similar. Obviously, it'll have your name and address on there, not ours. You'll see that you've got your bumper kit that you've purchased, and you can see there, download. All you need to do is click on there. And then what will happen is, we can't do that because, I mean, our computers don't allow us to download stuff. Well, to be honest, we'd be downloading all sorts. Couldn't be left to it, could it? But it's part of your order summary. Now, on your computer, computers do behave differently dependent on where you choose to store that download. But what you will probably find that most computers have got a default download folder. So that's usually where they end up. And then when they are there, you can move them to wherever you feel kind of comfortable with having them on your website. So nice and easy. So it's nothing overcomplicated. And as I say, you have got them, and you've got them for life, which is the beauty, because of course you can print them off over and over again. Now that's going to sit there. That's what I wanted to do originally. So let's take the backing paper off for a second time today, and then just going to pop those into the core like so. Look how beautiful this is coming together. Picking out colours obviously from the download. There we go. Putting down the double-sided tape again. Don't forget, oh, sticking myself to the card. Don't really want to do that. Let's get rid of that bit. There we go. Let's do that. It's ultra sticky. Sticky, sticky, sticky. There we go. Now this particular one is, I think, was it from the Father's Day section, this one? I can't remember. Or it might be from the mail section. You've got 10 different sections actually within that download. So you've got all sorts. As we saw, we've got unicorns, we've got fishing, we've got a bit of golf, a bit of champagne, bit of gardening maybe featuring in there, I don't know. There'll be all sorts. You've certainly got some really fun characters. A bit of humour in here as well, some very traditional designs too. So I'm going to pop that down in the centre like so. Slightly on the wonk. It just makes it so easy. It gives you the confidence really, doesn't it? Now, obviously the additional elements, I've cut those out. A little bit of foam tape on the back then. Now with these, what you can do is take that double-sided tape off and just give them a little bit of a curl. Now, if you have got three-dimensional glue, then what you could actually do is kind of build it up and make it a little bit more malleable. But most of us have got double-sided tape, which is, well, the foam tapes, which is why I wanted to use that. And then I'm going to pop that down on there. Pop that down like so. There you go. And again, you've got your pint, which is going to sit there. What time of day is it? No, I couldn't drink a pint actually. It's a bit too big. I could probably manage a little half pint. Nice bit of shandy on a hot day. That's nice, isn't it? Now you've got your label that's going to go on your beer bottle, like so. And again, you're building these up, building up those layers. So there's your beer label. That's going to pop on there. Nice craft beer. A little bit of double-sided tape. You could make your own label, couldn't you? Good idea, Emily. Good idea. It could be that you're putting somebody's age on there, if you wanted to, couldn't you? If it's a special birthday that you're making this for. Again, it's just so easy. I mean, minimal elements that you need, because of course you're just literally printing off everything that you possibly need. Then we've got just a little bit of mirror card that I've got in my stash. Again, the card that I stole earlier on, I'm not going to lie. 7 o'clock you'll be able to see that popping up. And then a little bit of double-sided tape to go on the back of there. I'll reuse that bit that I tore off earlier on. So there you go. A bit of tape on the back. There you go. There you go. I was going to say Bob's your uncle, but he's Crafty Bob, isn't he? There you go. Cheers, beers, and many more years. There you go. Another little example. So both of those cards created quickly and easily with minimal elements. I mean, obviously you've got your die cut pieces that I've added to those, but you don't have to add those in if you don't have them. But there you go. A couple of very quick cards created using the downloads. And you've got 42 download kits on that download. So of course you have got a whole host of different designs, different ideas that you're going to be able to craft with. And of course, brand new company to us here at Hochanda, it is Crafty Bob, and here is the man himself.
Hello everybody and welcome to Warrington. We are here at Craftshoe Print HQ card making with Crafty Bob. Hi Crafty Bob, what are you making? A boy's card, I might have guessed. Let's have a look, Crafty Bob. Can you show it to the camera? Wow, that looks stunning. You've made a great job. I love the way you used real string for the shoelaces, and what a lovely card for a teenager. Teenagers love taking selfies on their mobile phones, so they're going to love this card. Thanks, Crafty Bob. What are you saying, Bob? You want to send everyone a virtual hug to make them feel better? Go on then, Bob, send everyone a hug. Now it's back over to Hochanda to see some more amazing cards. Keep safe, everyone, and keep crafting. Bye!
Bring it in, Crafty Bob. I'm really enjoying the show, and so is that. The whole team is saying we're liking this. Look, can I just point out, and you see in front here, some stunning cards. Every card we have in front of you right now, you'll be able to make. You are getting 42 kits in the mix, 10 different themes in those 42 kits, so you can make card after card after card. They are an instant download as well, so once you purchase your order you will have access to your downloads and you can go straight away. But being a download too, and please don't be put off, because I know some people, if you've never printed off your own downloads before, sounds a little bit scary. It really isn't. It is very, very simple. If you've maybe had a look around our website or ordered off our website, you've got enough computer skills to get hold of this. I'm so glad Holly's having a look at this card, because that is one of my favorites. If someone sent me a card like that, I would be very happy. There we go, happy birthday. But there is something for everyone, and that in essence, is the real key to Crafty Bob. All the designs are exclusive to Hochanda and Crafts U Print, designed by Gillian, who's been designing for Crafts U Print for 8 years. You will not, and this is something that Crafty Bob have said categorically, you will not see these anywhere else. You will not find them cheaper, $24.99. Should we have a look at some of the actual designs? Because here's the thing. As I go through this, I'm going to ask you one simple question. Do you know anyone who you think would like that as a card? So my brother-in-law, there's my brother-in-law covered. If I pop that down for a second, then I'll pick up a few here. Oh, this is a funny one. So this one's got a bit more humour. So a man cannot survive on beer alone. He also needs golf. Do you know anyone who that's maybe pertinent to? We've got this one, which Hayley just showed you. How quickly did Hayley make that? But do you see the quality of these cards? Do you know somebody who maybe likes to do a spot of DIY? We've got that. And what I love about these inspirations is you can, if you want, you absolutely do not have to. But if you want to add a few more elements, dip into your stash, you can. If you want to revise the designs, you can. So that's just one theme. 4 beautiful cards, one theme. I'm going to carry on going because maybe, all right, cute. Now let's think about if there's a new addition to your family, because you've got these. They're stored on your computer. So there might not be a new addition to your family at the moment, but next year, or at any point. There's your moonlit pram. That's a lovely sort of Victorian pram. And now I want to show you something else, because it's not just the outside. There's your baby boy, but these cards are just as beautiful inside as well. If only you could hear the all right, this one alone, Emily and Holly are sold. I know Andy, who recently got engaged to Holly, he's in the studio as well. Andy, I think Holly's getting a little bit broody. I can hear it. I can hear it. Oh, how about here? There we go. Because this is for the next stage for Andy and Holly. First, they have to get married. There we go. Or how about? Oh, okay. You can go traditional. And that's got kind of quirky. Or how about that? I think as a wedding card, that is really cute. I love everything there is to love about you. With love on your anniversary. Or we've got that one as well. Now I think. Oh, hello. Hey, stylish. Okay, as we progress down. Okay, this is the thing. Let me just show you. That is a beautiful card, right? Stunning, stunning, stunning. But what about this? So this is, it's classed as a female theme. But look at the decoupage that you can do on that. It is so achievable. So if you're starting off, fantastic. If you're an experienced crafter, you'll find ways to take these to the next level. But look at the elements. So you could take those coffee cups and put that on something else. The butterflies on something else. The sentiments we can move somewhere else. It could be an invitation to a tea party going through. I mean, that is just a lovely, lovely card. All right, popping that down. All right, now. So we've had the guys, we've had new additions, we've had weddings, we've had, well, it says females, but it can be to anyone. What about younger members of your family? It's kind of, I'm thinking teenagers, I'm thinking of my nephews and nieces. These are a little bit cooler. I mean, that, come on. I love that. That is a really cool card. Or how about this one? Oh, sorry, Butterfingers, there we go. Or, what about this? All the cards give you an indication of the quality that you get. Now remember, you get the elements, you can print it onto any type of paper you like. We had that great email from one of our viewers just asking what we showed the print off, so it was on gloss card, but you can do it on anything. There we go. All right, progressing down. Now, I hate to say it, but at some point you might be getting ready for Christmas. You might even be using lockdown to get through some of your Christmas makes. Well, how about that as a Christmas card? Or what about that? Ooh, okay, that's quite cute. That's fun. I like that. There you go. If I pop that down and I'll say maybe you like poinsettia. Ooh, very traditional. Let's see if there's that. Ba-bam. See, but you really get an appreciation. When we talk about these are specialist cards, speciality cards, you see it. It's the quality of the design and all those finishing touches. Robin's always a very powerful image. There's a robin there, but look, it's a touch at the back. You can put handmade there if you've got your own stamp, or write it. Or how about this one? Now, I've shown a lot of cards, and I will show all of them because I think it's worth seeing. But every card that I've featured and held up to you, you can make. They are all included for that price, £42.99. It's 62 pence, not per card. Sorry, I don't know why I added the 2. It's 60 pence per kit. Moving on down. Now we're getting a bit more romantic. How about this? Ooh, some bubbles. Or maybe this. I think that's cute. Any couple, any age, that's quite sweet. Sweet. It's quite sweet. It's quite sweet. Oh, what about that one? And as we progress down, now we're thinking more Mother's Day. These are really nice Mother's Day cards. You've got the downloads. You don't have to go to the shops. They are an endless supply. They don't have to be for Mother's Day because you can use this imagery. You just take out that verse. You just don't put those elements. You can mix and match the verses in there, going through. And it is fantastic. The team are saying, Emily, the producer, saying, because we've all been there. We've forgotten, or someone's come round and you're like, oh, I haven't made a card. Well, you can just dip into your stash. You've got it here, and literally make up. And Hayley's shown how quick it is to make. I like these. Having a look. These are. When I say I like these, they're beautiful cards. Obviously, we never want to send sympathy cards, but if you're going to send a sympathy card, you want to send someone with a bit of meaning. I mean, that is just a beautiful, beautiful card. It really is. Or how about this one? Or how about that one? Now, thing is, everything you're seeing here, and we really are busy. Remember, this is the inaugural show, so the introduction show for Crafty Bob. I'm glad we're busy. And do you know what I loved about this hour? That we had so many viewers emailing in who are fans already of Crafty Bob, and they're just happy to see the brand here at Hochanda. Moving on, we've got, it's described as the male theme. It can be for anyone. Isn't that nice? There we go. Well, I say can be for anyone. You kind of, I'm a biker dad. You have to be a dad for that one. But this one, I mean, that could be, you just take out the Happy Father's Day bit. That's for anyone who likes their cars in there. And I'll just show you this one. My absolute fave. Look, change the verse. Put on any verse you like, but you give that to somebody. I just absolutely love it. We need to name this pig. Ben, I'll give you that honour. No, I'm not going to name him Ben. I'm going to say I'm going to give Flor... Huh?
I think he looks like a Percival.
Oh, well, you've been usurped. Percival it is from Hayley. There we go. So this is Percival the pig. It's a good one. Or Percy to his friends. Okay, I'm going to pop those down. The team absolutely love these cards. Now, things to point out. These are exclusive designs to Hochanda and Crafty Print, designed by Gillian, who is an incredible artist. So she's a credible designer, Gillian Hutchinson. What you're getting here, instant downloads. And something, it was a point that Hayley said, and it was such a good point. Because they're instant downloads, and at a time where we are being a little bit more careful, you don't have to worry about your P&P, so it excludes P&P, and no one else is touching these. You've got an exclusive download that's instant, ready to download. You decide the size, you decide the style, and you will never, ever run out. It is your endless stash. As long as you have a printer, as long as you have paper, you are good to go. You can make to sell. So with that in mind, let me just see. They're all great, but I just want to, okay. How much would you, if you're making to sell, how much would you charge for a card like that? Beautiful handmade card. Or how much would you charge for a card like that? But you get, isn't that nice? That's actually really nice. Growing old are together. So you get an idea when we talk about speciality cards for all crafters as well, because Hochanda, we pride ourselves in making sure, because we know that we've got such a fantastic audience, and you might have just started your crafting journey or you're an experienced crafter. This set is for you. $24.99. Every card that I've shown you right now, you can make at home. Right, we're going to talk about our 7-day savers. We have got some vellum for you, and wait till you see the price. Anyone not familiar with the 7-day savers, they launch every week at 8 AM on Hochanda. $9.99 your price. You are saving £18. That is ridiculous value. Money, 56 sheets in total. I've got 4 words for you. Get in my basket. We got more? We got some shimmer and some shine. So if you want to add the dazzle to your craft room, we got some fantastic cardstock for you there. So having a little look, you've got 130, 300 GSM cream, and then you're getting the electric blue as well. 60 sheets in total. Apologise, it's 130 to 300 GSM and 60 sheets in total. $9.99 is your price, 30 sheets of each, 773-109 your item number.
I'd definitely be adding that in, because you're adding those in alongside this download, then you're just ready to go. Something else I would potentially go for, and I've actually, because I'm doing the show straight after this out with Julia, the Pent Art glitters. I'm going to actually use those with this as well, because of course you've got all those gorgeous glitters. So just going to add a little bit of glitter detail into this particular card. But what we've got here is the fabulous little, and I think they're lovebirds that we've got here, because when you print it off, oh look, cute little characters, as you can see there. And also alongside this particular one, you have got a nice little verse. I haven't read it actually. What's it say? May your special day be surrounded with happiness, filled with laughter, wrapped with pleasure, brightened with fun, blessed with love, remembered with joy, and enriched with hope. Isn't that nice? Isn't that gorgeous? Now that could be the front of your card if you wanted to, or on this occasion it could go on the inside of your card, because what I'm actually doing is I'm using one of the other elements that we've got, and I'm actually using something that's kind of left over from when I was doing some die cutting. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take that card base and I'm going to pop that down like so. I'm going to just put some double-sided tape on the back of this. Now we've been very busy with these. 20% of the stock has gone of your downloads. Lots of you taking advantage. Now have we heard from anybody that may well have downloaded this and be crafting? Oh, now don't forget we have got another show later on, so 7 o'clock this evening. If you've not managed to make your cards in time for this hour, then of course you have a couple of hours that you could join Yanis a little bit later on. He's going to be back with this at 7 o'clock. So definitely worth downloading these, and you could get Yanis showcasing your cards here live at Hochanda in a little while. So busy on the phone lines as well, incidentally. Don't forget, you don't need anything fancy with your computer. You don't need any fancy computer graphics or anything at all like that. Not too sure what format these come to you, but they are going to be something that's going to be printable. So they might be JPEGs, they might be PDFs, I'm not too sure. They're both easily attainable for you, so you don't have to worry about that. Just popping this down in place like so. I am going to use a little bit of double-sided tape to get my glitter strip in place as well. So a little bit of metallic cardstock. We've all got some of that in our crafty stash, haven't we? We're going to pop that down the front there. Oh, look at that, right to the end. There we go. So it wasn't a complete roll, by the way, when I started. Just in case you think I've been carried away with that. No, there wasn't a lot left on it to start with. Popping that down like so. And I've got a double strip here again with double-sided tape on there. Make sure I turn it over and put the right side down, because what I'm going to do is add a little bit of glitter to this little glitter strip. Pop that down like so, positioning it about halfway through. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of the Pent Art glitters that we've got. These are coming up at 4 o'clock, so if you haven't got them already, then it's one of our 7-day savers. Oh, now should I go with the pink one? I think that'd go nicely, wouldn't it? More so than the bright pink. Yeah, we'll go with the pretty pink. So I'm going to pop that down there. Double-sided tape. In fact, should we do a couple of little techniques with these? So I'm going to literally pull this down, pull this back, like so. In fact, I'm going to do a couple of different coloured glitters. I'm going to fold that back like so. Okay, so we're just kind of revealing one half of that double-sided tape, and I'm going to use the dark pink. I'm just going to run that down just a little bit along there, and obviously I can move it around with my finger to cover the whole area. You don't need an awful lot of this, to be honest, because obviously if you've got any left over, you just pop it back in the pot. That's not a problem. Just make sure that that double-sided tape doesn't tip up. Nice fine grey glitter, this. Really pretty. So I'm going to put the lid on there. I'm not going to bother decanting that back in because we're running out of time. We're very busy, folks. If you're wanting to get hold of this, now is the time to do so. Then there you go. So I've used the darker pink. I'm going to pull away the other side. Now, shall we go pink again or shall we go green? What do we think? We've got choices. Should we go green? The vote is in for green. So I'm going to go in with the green now, because obviously the other side of that double-sided tape is now revealed. Again, fine grey glitter, can rub that in, and it's just going to adhere to any areas that I missed with the other glitter. Again, I've been a bit over generous with that. Just flick that away for a moment. There you go. So I've got 2 strips there. I'm going to pop that back on the counter in a minute, because it's from the next show. Sentiment wise, we've got a little happy birthday, so I'm just going to take a little bit of double-sided foam tape, pop that on the back there. Nice and easy. And to be honest, you could leave it there, but we're not going to, because we've got decoupage layers to add. But I just want to kind of show you at this stage, if you wanted to, quick and easy card, just using just less than an A4 sheet worth of printed paper really there. You've got the characters obviously that you've printed off on your sheet, a little bit of double-sided tape that we've all got, a bit of mirror card, and there you go. You can see nice and easy, quick and easy card. But we're going to take it a little bit further than that though, because what we're going to do, and then we're going to pop these little bits of glue in here. Hold this upside down. We've had a question about what? Sorry, the name. Oh, I see. It says Creative Bob. I think the actual company is called Creative Bob, but the character that you've seen was Crafty Bob. I'm not entirely sure. Which way around should we do those? Do those that way around. It could be Crafty Bob being creative. I don't know. I don't know. Just popping these little die cut elements into the corners. We've got about 10 minutes left, so hopefully I should have enough time to get this finished. Popping these again, which way around? It's that way around, isn't it? Pop it into that corner. And then this last one, I'm going to pop it into the corner opposite there. Something's fallen on the floor. Don't think I needed it there. A little bit of tacky glue. I've got all my decoupage sheets all ready to get, and decoupage layers. Okay, now Kaz has just joined us, so it's a good point, Kaz, you've joined us but you're not aware of how to download it, so very quickly we'll show you again. When you place your order, you will get an order summary page once you've checked out, and this is in your account section, so if you don't get what you've seen on the screen here, go into your account section and it'll give you your order summary, so it's the kind of thing that you look back on when you made a previous order. This is instant though. Then you can see there, it will confirm what you've purchased, which is £24.99, so across pretty much the middle of your screen there, you can see we've got a little image there of the Creative Bob download, and all you need to do is click on download. Now most computers by default will take that download and put it in a download folder on your computer, and it is called downloads. That's where you'll usually find it. People use that folder in different ways. Personally, I use it as almost like a kind of a holding place for me to decide where that download is going to live on my computer. So you can move it at that stage, or you can leave it in that download folder forever if you wanted to. And forever is the key thing, because when you've actually downloaded these, then they are yours forever. These are decoupage layers, so I'm just popping these on top to add a little bit of depth. We've got our little love birds here, spreading a little bit of love. And of course your little flowers as well. Ooh, forgot those bits at the side there. As few or as many of these layers really you can add. It's entirely up to you. And again, using them for fundraising, there's not an issue for that. If you are using them to create a little kind of business of your own, you could do that. As long as they're finished cards that you're creating, or finished projects, should we say, then that is the key thing. Obviously, the sheets themselves, you're not allowed to actually just print those off and sell them. But if you are designing cards, home decor pieces, putting them onto decals and then putting them onto mugs and things like that, then yes, you can do that. But the actual sheets themselves, and there's no fun in just printing the sheets off, is there? It's the creativity that is the fun. And 42 kits you've got within here. Oh, now which way around does that one go? That way, I think it is. There you go. It works out just 60 pence per kit. I've been quite frugal with my additional elements on this one, but imagine adding more glitters, imagine adding little gems to these if you wanted to, ribbons, all sorts of things. Pop that like so, and then there it goes on your screen there. Okay, now can I just ask as well, I know you mentioned free P&P. On the screen it says, oh, including P&P, that's what, yeah, I didn't read the full bit. There you go, another little card put together, I think relatively quickly, just a different little look to it, as you can see there. So of course with this one, you can see here, obviously you've got the card that I've just made, The last one that I made, again using one from the mail section of your download, and the first one that we kicked things off with was this particular one here as well. And so of course, there you go, 3 quick and easy cards created with just some of those downloads. You could be doing that straight away. Download these and away you go. Now, of course, it could be other goodies that you're adding into your basket as well, taking that basket threshold up to £60, even things from other shows as well. Or you might be going for the one-day special and adding this in as well. Well, of course, that gives you the ability to spread the cost, and it's called Flexi Order. And here's how you do it.
Flexi Order has arrived at Hochanda. What is Flexi Order? When you place an item on FlexiBuy in your basket, you qualify for Flexi Order, which means any other items you add to your basket will also be included in your FlexiBuy payments, so you can spread the cost over multiple monthly payments. After your first payment is made, your entire order will be dispatched. When you add at least £60 worth of any items to your shopping basket, either online or on the phone, you'll qualify for our Flexi Order offer. This means you can spread the cost of your order over equal monthly FlexiBuy payments, offering you the extra flexibility when you shop with us. Flexi Order, making your shopping experience with Hochanda easier.
Certainly does, and if you are a bit like me and you want it all and you want it as quick as you can, you don't want to come back in a month or two's time and get those goodies. If you're anything like me, you'll have forgotten they even existed. But the thing is, by going with your Flexi Order means you're getting all of those items that you would like to have in your crafty stash that little bit quicker. Now, of course, we're talking about downloads, and that is the quickest way that you could possibly get your crafty goodies, because of course with the download it is instant, and that's what we've got in this hour. We've got Creative Bob, brand new supplier to us here at Hochanda, and we saw Crafty Bob a few moments ago. And what the team does is that, especially this particular set, Gillian has been creating some amazing pieces of artwork for you to craft with, and that's what you can get, 42 sets. Now, within those sheets, you will find there are little bits that are left over, because when you actually get them, for instance, this particular sheet here, you've got several elements that are featuring on here. You might not use them all in your one card. So you could just literally take a small piece of cardstock. Again, we've got a little sentiment here. That could be matte and layered, that could go on there, that could be a tag, whoops-a-daisy, tag, sentiment, that could just be a card in its own right. It's not a lot to that at all, makes it nice and easy. And that's exactly what I'm doing with some of the little elements that were left over. If you remember our little owls that we were working with earlier on. So again, I've just taken a little piece of cardstock, just for time. I know that we're a bit short on time, so just give it a little bit of glue on the back this time rather than my double-sided tape. I'm going to pop that down, and this is literally just using the elements that I'd got left over from earlier on. The little die cut, that sits on there quite neatly. I think we'll pop that down as well, a little bit of adhesive. So again, if you are using die cut elements that you've got, you can just add to these. With this, I'm literally going to be using the tiniest amount from one of those sheets. That is the key thing. You do not need a lot at all. So that can sit on there. We've got a little bit of that mirror card coming through from the back there. I've got a little piece of pearlescent cardstock here. I think I'll put a bit of double-sided foam tape on there just to lift it up a little bit. Obviously, if you're at home, you would be leaving this a little bit longer to dry. Before I put the foam tape on there, I'm going to put these little characters. So let's go for, now we've got obviously you two as a little couple. I don't really want to separate them up because that's a bit, well, no, I am. I'm going to go for the little girly owl. Could be the little hearts. You've got loads on there that you could be using with. So I am going to take a little bit of foam tape again. Just pop that opposite corners like so. Take off the backing again. Whoops. There we go. And this little card here, I mean, we've said about the price of these kits, it works out as 60 something, what did we say? It was 60 pence, but that is almost like a freebie card that we're making here, because this has just got the extra little elements that you didn't use on one of those other cards, because you've got loads within those downloads. The sheets have got several different sentiments in there, so if it's an anniversary or a birthday, you're covered. And of course, the beauty is the sentiments that you could actually use. Gosh, that's as wonky as a dog's hind leg. Where's my scissors gone? Don't know what I was doing with the guillotine when I was trimming that one down. There we go. And then that can just sit neatly in the centre there, just a little die cut element. And then again, I'd probably put a little bit of glitter or something around the edge of that one to build that up. But we're going to pop that on the card, and because I've raised up part of the edge there, make a good song that, wouldn't it? Hear a little bit of singing in my ears. I'm just going to pop another piece of double-sided tape, foam tape should I say, just to raise it up like so. And there we go. Pop that there and it's all level. So there you go, there's a dinky little card there, as you can see, just using literally leftovers from the sheet that I actually created that card with. So that's a bit of a Billy bonus. That one's not cost me anything other than the cardstock that I've used, because there were elements that were left over from that particular sheet there. $24.99, 42 downloads. There's just a little selection of some of the cards that I've created in this hour, quickly and easily with minimal elements, because of course that's the way that I wanted to show you, just that you could be printing this off using things that you've already got in your stash at home and making some lovely little cards nice and easily. Of course, don't forget, Creative Bob is going to be back with us at 7 o'clock this evening. Yanis is going to be on his own, so do keep him company and send those pictures in. Download these designs now, create something and email them in to us at studio@hochanda.com, and then Yanis can do a little kind of show and tell. I'll see you straight after this.